to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm being joined by a young lady that I think the community already knows, but anyway, I will introduce her anyway. We have former council member Norma Tucker. Norma, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure to sit down with you to talk about some things that are coming up in our community that you're continually to serve our community. I think it was 16 years, was it, Norma? Or 12 years?
12 years.
12 years.
12 years
okay,
with
12 years.
council.
That's right. 12 years with the city council.
12 good years, fun years,
They
exciting
were.
years.
And they go by quickly,
Went
don't
by
they?
very quickly.
And you know, Norma, I know that you have a servant's heart because not only did you give your time and efforts and energies to our community through serving as the second female council person, but now you're serving in another role through the Salvation Army.
Yes, I'm excited about this opportunity as well.
And tell us, how long have you been with the Salvation Army, if you don't mind?
About 3 months now I've been on the board. 3-4 months now.
Okay.
So it's been a great opportunity. Salvation Army has always been a passion of our families. My uncle Joel Thompson years ago served as a minister with the Salvation Army Corps.
Okay.
So yeah.
So those are the ties.
Yeah, there's some of the ties. But as a social worker, my background has always been to connect families to resources in the community, and Salvation Army has always been one that we partner with.
Well, very good. And talking about connecting resources with the community through your role there at the hospital.
Yes.
And again, through your role with the council, city council, and now through Salvation Army, you all have what they call an angel tree giving program. Talk a little bit about that for us, if you don't mind.
Well, it's been an exciting year. This year, we had the opportunity to interview families. Families came into our 202 Church Street office in LaGrange to sign up for Christmas gifts for young kids in the family. I believe the cutoff age has been 12 years old. So kids 12 and under could come in, fill out an angel with all their Christmas wishes, and we got community partners to agree to purchase gifts for these kids and the family. And we also have partners in West Point. So West Point had a day where families there could come out and sign up. And the city of Hogansville already has a group that takes on the families there for Christmas giving. So we've got each of our Troup County cities and the entire county wrapped up.
Oh, good. Wrapped up. Good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're saying that the families came to the Salvation Army there, and they selected an angel, and the young lady or boy will just write on there their Christmas wishes?
That's what they did. They came in. The parents knew what information they needed to provide to be eligible for this giving. And so the parents and the children filled out their desires for Christmas gifts. And a lot of them had sweet wishes. They didn't have big, extravagant requests. They just said, I'd like a doll, or I'd like some type of toy or gadget or learning tool, but nothing too extremely extravagant. So that told me about the innocence of a child.
Absolutely.
So we were very proud. We've got partners throughout the community. We've been really blessed with great partners to purchase these gifts and make these Christmas wishes and dreams come true. We've got partners like Beechwood Furniture. They've been providing space for us to dispense all the gifts, which will happen later in December.
All right.
But the past couple of days, we've been calling families. We have volunteers to call families and let them know when their appointments will be to come pick up their gifts. But Beechwood Furniture, I want to read this so that I won't skip anybody. But all over Troup County, we've served more than 415 children. And that's thanks in part to all over Troup County families, Walmart Distribution Center, Marine Corps Toys for Tots, Friedenberg, NOK, Troup High School has been amazing, Belk Department Store, wonderful, Kimberly Clark, Caterpillar, Interface Flooring, American Home Shield, and all volunteers from around the community. We've had board members decide to purchase angels or purchase gifts
Okay.
from the angel tree, and just other citizens around the community who've decided they'd like to give.
Absolutely. Well,
So-
very good. And this is the community is such a good, caring community, and definitely when there's times of need, we do see the community come out with such overwhelming support.
Yes.
Now, let me just ask the question, Norman. I know that you said you serve about 415 children throughout the
Yes.
communities. West Point, Hogansville, LaGrange, Hogansville has their own going on. LaGrange has its own. But if there was someone that was watching today and they wanted to make some donation of whatever means to the Salvation Army, are there things that you all don't necessarily want to accept, or do you all basically kind of open it up and say we accept everything?
We kind of accept everything because there's always a need. The store, it's no longer the Salvation Army Corps. We've transitioned from Salvation Army Corps to the Salvation Army Services Center.
Okay.
So we have a thrift store where a store where you can come in and purchase items.
Okay.
We've got a lot of great items. We've got some very exclusive items that are available there. We always welcome food donations, and we give out the food to needy families and needy organizations in the community. I know during this time of year, a lot of churches give out food baskets, and a lot of organizations give out food baskets. And because we want to help, we're there. So if a group needs to come in and pick up food items to distribute, we're more than willing to help in that aspect. But it's just great to have people come in and say, well, we don't have any toys to donate, but we'd like to donate cash. And so we always welcome cash because Salvation Army helps support families in need all throughout the year. So that's always a welcome gift. But we're just excited to be able to help and support the young people during this Christmas season.
Absolutely. And you were talking about donation of cash. I know, for firsthand that not only do you all give out things during the Christmas time, but throughout the year, I know that you all have help with utilities and various things of that nature.
Yes,
so
that's a big thing. And so we've got a great partnership with the city.
That's right.
Because the Salvation Army does contribute to a lot of families in need with support for utilities as well as rent.
Absolutely.
So-
Certainly right. Now, you mentioned earlier too, Norman, I know that anytime when you work with an agency such as Salvation Army, United Way, and those other various agencies, volunteerism is so important.
Yes.
And I know that everybody's very familiar with the kettle ringing during this time of year. Talk a little bit about that for us, if you don't mind.
We're really excited. This year we have our coordinator, Miss Lisa Farrell. Most people know Lisa from LaGrange College.
That's right.
But Lisa Farrell is this year's kettle ringer coordinator.
Okay.
And she's been actively out there seeking volunteers and serving herself. Starting on Black Friday or the day after Thanksgiving, which we were very excited to have some volunteers available then. But we still need bell ringer volunteers. I mentioned it to Lisa that we challenge sororities, fraternities, elected officials, and just community organizations to come out. Even if they couldn't come out and stay for 4 hours, if each member of a group could come out and serve for an hour or two, ringing the bell and collecting donations on behalf of Salvation Army this season, that would be great. And that would be a great challenge. We hope that so many of our organizations will accept that challenge, and they can just come to Salvation Army at 202 Church Street in downtown LaGrange, or they can give Lisa Farrell a call. The Salvation Army number is 706-884-6842. So we'd love to hear from those who are interested in volunteering. And that volunteering service goes on now through Christmas Eve.
Absolutely. Now, do you have locations already identified for the volunteers?
Yes. I know Walmart. Walmart stepped up quickly. Belk is another location that stepped up. Belk partnered and supported our Angel Tree. They took so many families to support. So did Walmart Distribution Center.
Okay.
But we've got several locations around the city, and Lisa Farrell, our coordinator, is getting new locations every day.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, very good. So
yes.
the challenge has been issued, you say?
Yes.
To fraternities and sororities, elected officials,
churches,
church
elected officials, especially. That would be great. I think some of the elected officials could collect quite a bit of money if people knew that they were going to be out at a certain location.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that would be great.
All right. Well, very good. And these funds go back into the Salvation Army to
support the community, support families in need.
Okay.
Because as we said, there's nothing worse than having someone express an urgent need, especially when children are involved. It really tugs at your heart. But when anyone is in need, you'd love to be able to offer and help. But sometimes the funds are exhausted.
That's right.
So we've been very fortunate to be able to help quite a few families this year.
Good. And, you know, as we close out, Norma, if you don't mind, I know that a lot of times the viewing audience may say, well, you know, how is it that they don't double up? And I know that from years going by, I was served with Salvation Army. They have like this thing called tracker, client tracker. Talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Well, I don't know all of the ins and outs, but I know in the past the United Way has been the key agent for organizing this to prevent, for lack of a better phrase, double dipping by families. But some people are going to do it. It's going to happen, and you just hope that their needs are being met. If they feel the need to go from agency to agency for assistance,
that's right.
You hope that the needs are being met, and it's not just because they can do it.
That's right.
But with the tracking, that is designed to prevent the ability to go today to one agency and get assistance, and then tomorrow there's a set waiting period, which is usually once or twice within a year for families to receive assistance.
Okay. All right.
So,
Norma, you know our time always gets away because, you know, both you and I both are talking. But, you know, I want to definitely thank you for coming on and talk about the Angel Tree Giving. And I know that the community will continue to come out and support this effort as they will all of our efforts in our community. And to you and your family, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you. And you also, Alton. And thank you again for the opportunity. Thanks so much for our community. All the giving that you do, and thank you for being such a blessing, and happy holidays.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, woman.
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week in just a moment.